Welcome back to another video, guys. Today we're going to be talking about the Outpost changes that they announced with the update release notes update 2.1. So today we have all the details of these of the Outposts and the changes and the revamp they're going to be making for Outposts. Now let's talk about the Outposts. They will be streamlined in order to make the attacks faster and improve the player versus player experience. Now the first important change is that when you get attacked, you will not lose any trade goods anymore. So right now you're losing trade goods based on the amount you have. I believe it's 10% of your amount, but now after this update you won't lose any more trade goods. It's gonna be zero. The only thing you're gonna be losing when you get attacked is gonna be influence. Now the next thing we have to talk about are the streamlined rates I mentioned. All the layouts are going to be modified. Now right, the way it is right now, it's a bit of a maze. You have to go through left and right, up and down, and then there could be a lot of walkers lurking around. But after this update, the layouts are going to be simplified. So it's going to be more of a straight lane where you have to run instead of just walking right, left, up and down. You know, in a maze or in a labyrinth, if you want to call it like that. And also now the next thing they're changing is with one of the goals. So the flags, the way it is right now, you have to get 3 flags and then complete the first goal, but now it's going to be only 1 flag outside the gate. So that's something to mention. And now talking about this flag, the flag is going to be mandatory first objective, after which a survivor can open the gate. So right now you can actually open the gate and kill the saviors before getting the flags, but after this update you have to definitely get the flag before opening the gate. That's that. Now let's talk about the fleeing. So after this update, when you flee, you don't have to injure any of your survivors. Not like right now, where you have to choose one survivor and he will suffer a heavy injury. After this update, the injury is going to be 0, like the trade goods. You don't have to choose. Fleeing from the combat no longer requires the player to choose someone to sacrifice. However, fleeing before getting the first flag will result into loss of influence but no injuries. So that's it. You're going to be gaining influence from getting the first flag and killing the saviors. Now the influence is going to be split only between these two and not with the trade good, not with the box, which is the final task to complete, because this box is going to contain all the TG for the raid. They're not going to be split up into 3 like the way it is right now. They're going to be a split between trade goods are going to be in the box, and the influence is going to be when you kill the saviors. So now let's talk about the walker spawns. So the walkers are, the way it is right now, if you play with a shooter, hunter or assault, you're gonna have the trait bar increasing, the trait meter is gonna slightly increase with more walkers that are going to spawn in the next 7 turns. But after this update, the spawning wave is going to be only one for the entire raid, guys. It's going to be only one, regardless of how many walkers there actually are on the meter. And this trait is going to automatically trigger when you actually open the gate. So after this update, you have to fight with the walkers and the saviors at the same time. You cannot really escape this. But you can kill the walkers when you start the raid. You can get the flag. And even if you start skipping turns, the walkers will never spawn. You have to open the gate in order for them to spawn, and then you have to kill the walkers and the saviors if you're going for the influence. Now then you can farm really easy with this update, because you can open the gate, go straight for the box to get all the TG reward, and then just flee. You can flee without suffering any injuries. That's the way I'm gonna be doing, definitely, because that's where you can farm a trade goods and use them in the shop, because as you know, the trade goods shop is going to be revamped with other choices to purchase, and that's that. Now let's talk about the tiers. Now the tier resets will be changed starting this upcoming cycle on the 7th of September. The tier reset has been removed from gold tiers and below. They're not going to be removed, but there won't be any resets after the cycles end. So for the bronze, silver, gold 3, 2 and 1, no resets are going to happen. The only resets that they're gonna change is from platinum to master, and now I'm gonna put them on the screen the way it is right now and the way it's going to be after this update. So as you can see, they've changed it, especially for master. The reset was to 4,800, now it's gonna be to 5,600. So you're gonna be losing less influence after the cycle ends, and that's something to note if you're actually a hardcore Outpost player and if you want to go for the #1 spot. But yeah, that's that. Those were all the overall changes. I'm just checking I haven't missed anything. I know it was a bit hard actually to maybe it took me hours to understand all of this because I didn't have any visuals, any footage of how it's going to look like. I just had to imagine it in my head, just say it like that. But yeah, I pretty like all these changes. Now let's go over them real quick. So the first one, you won't be losing any TG after we get attacked. The rates are going to be streamlined, modified layouts, straight forward lanes, no maze, less mazeness, only one flag outside the gate. When you flee, you won't suffer any injuries. The flag is going to be only one, but it's going to become the mandatory first objective in order to open the gate. The new reward system: kill all the defenders to gain influence, raid a box for trade goods, and also there's going to be only one walker spawn wave that's going to trigger after you open the gate. And the tier resets are as following. As you can see, you already saw them, you can see them again. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, I'll see you guys on my next video.